Cloudcast Media. Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show, amplifying the voices of social impact organizations, entrepreneurs, local nonprofits, and other community champions who shape the culture, creativity, and connectivity of San Diego. Brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, bringing good things to San Diego for over 60 years. Learn more about what is good for you and good for all by visiting www.missionfed.com.
I'm Drew Schlosberg of Cloudcast Media, and we are thrilled to have a return appearance by Allie Sarnataro. She is the Executive Director of RAD Disability Therapeutic Writing Center. How you doing there, Allie?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely fine. You know what? Let me just put this up. Let's try that again here. So I had your mic down on it. Now, can you hear better?
Yes, I can hear you.
There we go. Now we can do that. Allie is the Executive Director of RAD Disability Therapeutic Writing Center, joined by a student writer, Jack Medved. We're going to get to Jack in a few seconds here. I want to introduce my guest co-host, Kamara White. Kamara is from the Mount Carmel High School, just a graduate, lives in Rancho Penasquitos, but will be going to St. Martin's College in Washington on a volleyball scholarship and awesome. As a major in communications. And I know that she has a question for you, Allie.
Yes. What is the mission of your organization?
So our mission is to create hope, celebrate ability, and ride above challenges.
And who do you work with mainly?
We work with children and adults of all ages with different disabilities.
Right, exactly. And so you want to introduce Jack and what Jack does for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm here joined by my good friend Jack, and he has been a friend of mine and also a writer with us for many years now.
And I had my eye on Allie long before she's the main character you see today.
Is that right? Now, how long have you known Allie? Long time?
Yeah.
Maybe, say, 10 years?
Correct.
10 years.
Time.
And now, Jack, have you been writing for 10 years?
Well, that's a funny thing, I guess. Also, it's quite a big story.
It's a big story how you got started with writing?
Yeah.
How'd you get started?
Well, just had to take it easy a lot here. Bit by bit here, learning the steps here. You could say I had a lot to learn.
We all have a lot to learn. Isn't that true, Allie?
That's true. So many things to learn with writing and, in the outside world as well.
And how many writers are at your program, Allie?
We have 75 writers per week that come and take lessons with us.
Has anyone been writing as long as Jack?
We have a few that started with us from the beginning, which was 2014, and they're still writing with us. And Jack was one of the originals all the way back then.
Is that right?
And ever since, day by day, learn how to get everything smooth sailing. You could say I've been through a lot of hesitation, but I just go through because they could see how I feel. Big understanding.
I think that's true. What do you like most about riding? What do you like most about it? Being up on the horse, galloping, just being out in the outdoors? What do you like the best?
That was a long time ago here. The only thing I remember that. And you see that the galloping never happens to me, right?
Is that right?
Much.
We might go a little bit slower. So Jack does a little bit of trotting, which is kind of slower than the gallop. And he's learned to do that all by himself with no assistance.
Don't try to underestimate like that. The galloping speed can make him go up to 40 miles per hour.
That's true. A horse can get up to that high of speed, but I don't think we go that fast, right?
Have you gone that fast? Have you gone that fast, Allie?
Not personally, no.
No.
Because they don't want to run like an ostrich.
Well, yes, that would not be good. I imagine that, Jack. Kamara, have you been on a horse? Have you ride horses?
I have never. No. I've been
really?
on an elephant. not a horse.
You've run an
Yes.
elephant.
Yes, I have.
Oh my! Now you want to explain that story?
Yeah, my family and I went to the circus, and one of the exhibits outside was we could ride an elephant, and yeah, it was an experience.
So how far did you ride the elephant?
I'm not sure. Definitely just around the circus area. It felt like forever, and I'm afraid of heights. So.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
So,
They're pretty high.
No,
It was fun.
Right, exactly. So, Jack, talk about things you've learned by being a writer.
you mean what it means to me?
Yes.
I'm glad you ask. It all has to do with building trust and skills. I made hesitation issue, but grit keeps coming up, and I had to accept changes or a new skill. When there are new spells, new instructors, or new skills and new horses. Throughout many memories, I have many guides: Allie, Katie, Alicia, Lisa, Kathy, Sherry, and Mr. Woon. And they are very patient with me, and I had a lot of anxiety. I didn't like to admit it too much. I had a lot to learn, until one day Allie and I made a resolution we thought of my riding trying different horses every weekend. And in the end, it turned out to be a great agreement and worked out. It took a little while here to build the relationship like that, but in this modern way, it makes things bright and cheerful. Yeah, and whenever I ride around, I tell others a lot of things I've been through, and they all listen to the stories I had to tell.
And is that pretty much with all the students have that same experience that Jack has?
Not necessarily. Everyone's different that comes to us, and some students might get on the horse right away when they first start, and then some students it might take 2 or 3 months for them to even get on the horse or near the horse. So everyone's experience is a little bit different.
My experience was long. Didn't take all day. Not very long. It took exactly several weekends or something. Probably 8 or something.
That's true. Jack had a little bit of hesitation to start, and it took him a little while to get on, but once he did, you flourished and listened to your guides, and you're now riding independently, right?
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
So, it's interesting. We're chatting with Allie Sarnataro. She is the Executive Director of RAD Above Disability Therapeutic Riding Center, joined by one of the student riders we have in the studio with us, Jack Medved. I'm Drew Schlosberg, and you're listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show, the nation's longest-running community podcast. We've been doing this for 17 years in these beautiful mission-fed studio in Scripps Ranch.
See.
You like these studios, Jack? What do you think? Good? They're nice, huh? Yeah, they do a nice job here, and they help us out. Mission Fed's been doing great things in the community for more than 60 years. I'm joined by my guest co-host, Kamara White. She will be a freshman at St. Martin's College in Washington in communications. She's going to be focusing on sports. Are you a big sport? You like sports at all, Jack?
Hey, you know what I discovered and learned here, and it's something you never forget. Being flexible is not always easy, but there's another thing what I've learned. It's always important to be a good sport.
That's great advice. Now, would you, Kamara, consider yourself a good sport?
Yeah, I would. Yes.
Right. So, but you're intense when you play your volleyball, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Right. Exactly. Okay. But good. Man, that's good. Talk about how volleyball helped you become a better journalist, or did it?
Yeah. And in a sense, I would say the way I approach volleyball is similar to the way I approach journalism. Very focused, hyper-focused in the angle that I have. So.
Right. And, of course, as you know, you have to have deadlines in journalism.
Yes.
You have to have deadlines in volleyball as well. And so there's a nice connection there. Will you be writing about volleyball when you go to St. Martin's, or probably not because you'll be playing it?
Right. I wish, but, there's some bias in that. So.
Right. No, I certainly understand that. Yeah. Allie, for your program has been going on for how long?
We have been since 2014, so 9 years now. We've been serving the community.
Right, exactly. And we got Jack's mom in the studio with us here. Does Jack's mom ride with Jack, or does she ride with other folks, or does she do nothing with the horses?
Let me tell her.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
I can help Allie tell the truth when I need to.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes.
Oh, telling the truth is always good, right, Jack?
Yeah, you're very talkative. As I was saying, whenever my mom and dad keep a watchful eye on me at times.
But not all the time, huh?
Sometimes they ask for someone else to do the job here occasionally, just in case.
That's true. So sometimes they come and watch your lessons and see you ride, and then other times you might have some friends that bring you. But Jack's mom and dad don't currently ride in the program with us.
Right. Now, I can ask Mom this, and I can translate to our listeners.
Yeah.
Is that riding in the future with you, Mom?
It's really just a matter of time. We live down in Coronado, and they're out in Poway, and it's been a big commitment for 9 years to make that drive just for him.
Right. So I'll translate that because it's a little far away. That they live in Coronado. It's a little bit of a drive and all that. But who knows? Maybe somewhere. I'm just trying to get you on a horse, Mom, in that aspect. When we come back from a break, we're going to talk more with Allie about what the listeners can do to support the Therapeutic Riding Center, and we'll ask Jack some advice for our listeners on how they can support what Jack is doing. And Kamara, I know you'll have some more questions for Allie and Jack as well when we return from break. You've been listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show. Right. The nation's longest running community podcast, Jack. And we're very proud of that. We've been doing it for 17 years in these great studios here in Scripps Ranch, Mission Fed Studios. Mission Fed's been doing great community things for 60 years, always engaged in helping ramp up literacy and community events and so forth. And we will be right back after this break.
When you do your banking with Mission Fed, you get great rates on auto and home loans. That's good for you, but something good also happens for a lot of other people. We're not for profit, so we put money back into the community to help lots of great nonprofits to keep San Diego strong. So you're not just getting something good, you're doing something good. Come to Mission Fed. It's banking that's good for all.
Brand amplification is the DNA of Cloudcast Media, and our code is the powerful blending of sound, voice, and storytelling to lift local brands and their communities. Whether it is our Brandcast, Schoolcast, or Causecast platforms, the unifying ethos is all about this community, the one you call home. If you dare to dream and want to explore the brand amplification of Cloudcast, a national leader in local podcasting and other Winfluence strategies, please visit us at cloudcast.us.
I'm Drew Schlosberg, Cloudcast Media. You're listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community at the nation's longest running community podcast, now in our 17th year in the beautiful Mission Fed Studios in Scripps Ranch. Mission Fed, a great community supporter on so many different aspects for more than 60 years. Honored to have in the studio with us Allie Sarnataro. She is the Executive Director of Ride Above Disability Therapeutic Riding Center, with one of her star student riders, Jack Medved. I'm also joined by my very, very cool co-host, Kamara White. She just graduated from Mount Carmel High School, will be on a volleyball scholarship at St. Martin's College in Washington as a communications major.
Excellent.
But at break, Jack, you said something I thought that was really spot on. It sort of described me. And what did you say, that I'm a chatterbox? That's okay. You can say it. No. You can say that. I thought that was good.
What do you think about Drew and his show?
I could see why he's very talkative.
Right.
No, it's okay. I'm too sometimes.
Oh yeah, it's okay for me to talk on the show. That's okay. Good. I think it's okay. What do you think, Allie?
Yeah, I think it's
we
good.
have something in common.
We do. We both like to talk. That's great. Now, do you do your own podcast, Jack?
I'm glad you asked.
Yes. So, are you going to answer it?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead. Do you do your own podcast?
Yes. I remember the time I did my own podcast here from the studios called Able Arts here. You're way up in LA.
Wow.
Yep. Every Wednesday, once in a while, I get to do that here, and he gets put on into the radio station here. Yep, it's a very special thing here.
Nice.
So, do you think you want to do that as a career besides being a professional writer? Do you think you want to do podcasts?
It's not only I do podcasts here. Sometimes we do a little video project making and then the editing before we broadcast it on YouTube. And sometimes, whenever I'm out somewhere with my mom, she puts me on, she films me and puts on Instagrams, which is what she's very good at. You could say technical assistance.
That's a great title for mom, because moms do have a lot of jobs, right? They are...
I have a responsibility of my own here. Remember, life is full of responsibilities. We all have our own to take care of.
Yeah, I think that's great advice, because moms are chauffeurs, they're technical assistants, they're advisors, they're supporters, they're everything in this. And Allie, I know something we talked about when you were last on. You love working with the families, do you not?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
you could say my business Instagram thing, including podcasts called Jack's Animal Fun Facts, which is what you probably now heard of first time.
Well, I'm going to have to make a note of that. And, Kamara, maybe we need is it on, can you Google it and find out where it is?
Yeah, you can Google it and find all the information, and I can send it over to you guys as well.
Sure. Listen, there's no competition. We're all in this together, right?
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
Now then, where we are on? Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're on. People are listening to you right now. You know that, right?
Yes.
They were asking about creating friendships, and Jack started him and his family as a writer, and now we hang out and we're friends, and we went to dinner last night, and we have special friendship just from being at the ranch all these years and working together. So that's been pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Even though I wrote the Stay in Touch pledge in my resolution notebook back at home.
Stay in touch.
Yes, it's the Stay in Touch pledge.
For who? Me and you?
It's all about keeping in contact with one another.
That's true.
Very important. Keeping communication open. That's good
Pardon
advice.
Me, I have to be specific.
No, that's fine. Allie, talk about how important therapeutic writing is, what the benefits are.
Oh, there's so many benefits to therapeutic writing, from physical, mental, emotional, social. We've had some students say their first words on the back of the horse. We've had some students ride with tons of support and assistance to riding independently. It helps with motor control, anxiety, depression, ADHD.
She is quite the motivational speaker.
Yes, she is. Yeah, that's right. I love, what's wonderful about having Jack on. Maybe Jack's going to have to be a co-host one of these days, too. I love the little comments he makes in between. It makes the show flow.
Boy.
No, it's all good. I think it's terrific. What do you think about that, Kamara? You think he's adding some value to the show?
Oh,
huh?
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, good. That's right. And maybe we're going to have to do a podcast. You'll have to get Kamara interviewed when she's in Washington. She's playing volleyball. She's on a volleyball scholarship. She's one of the top volleyball players in our region here, and now she gets to go to school with a scholarship. Do you play volleyball at all, Jack? You play volleyball?
Not really.
Not really. Yeah. Do you ever watch volleyball?
Yeah, I've seen that before, and I'd rather stick to what I'm used to.
Yeah,
That's fair.
riding horses, right? or riding elephants like a comrade did over here. I can't say that I've done that yet on this. Allie, what can our listeners do to support you, to support Jack, support Jack's family, and everybody else that's involved with the center?
Yeah, there's tons of different ways to get involved, from volunteering to donations and, just helping to spread the word about us. I feel like not that many people know about Right Above Disability and what we're doing. So just sharing our social media and sharing our posts, that also helps as well.
No, I think that's great. And the website is what?
Our website is radtrc.org.
Yeah, no, I think that's terrific. So, Jack, put on your thinking cap here. How can our listeners support what you're doing and what Allie's doing and what your parents are doing? What can they do?
Remind me, what does he mean?
He means, how can they help you ride horses? What can people from the community do?
They give money. They can donate, right? They can volunteer.
That's what happened ever since the big event at one time before I came to this here podcast. Yeah, all this building up good money is a really good reason to keep this place. Not to mention the importance of the business for county as a whole.
No, very well stated.
Sure.
Yeah, no, it is. Kamar, do you have any questions for Jack or for Allie?
Question number 1.
Putting me on the spot.
You better have something prepared.
Sure, yeah. How about, what is your favorite memory
Great question.
during the time that you've been with Allie?
That's a great question.
Let's see. Let's think.
What do you think?
Let's see. The big announcement of, let's see. Oh, yeah. Allie?
Yeah? Is there a certain memory you're thinking of?
Let's see. One of the biggest ones. Number 1, how we built a big relationship when we first met. Mm-hmm. Number 2, we're right at the barn here during the special ceremony about what RAD was all about. Number 3, a lovely trip at the zoo. And another one, last but not least, just how we made a great agreement out to make things possible. Oh, and great teamwork and resolution here, because we made a great agreement about making others feel included. It's all about getting...
I know.
It's all about horses and people to get to know each other, and goodwill for children as well.
Wow.
Wow is right.
Beautiful.
Beautifully stated, Jack. Spot on.
Top form, if you ask me.
I think those are just top-notch memories. Great question, by the way. Come on.
Just because you have favorite doesn't mean you have one.
I think it's terrific. Allie, any final comments of how we can continue to support the great things that you're doing? And what an honor to have Jack in the studio with us.
Yeah, I mean, thank you so much for inviting us back and letting us share the word of what we're doing, and having, one of the students come out and hear it from them directly, because they are the heart and the mission of the program. So thank you so much.
Yeah. And the top number 5 great memory, first place champ in the turkey trot here. Just a rodeo championship. Of course, I let someone else be first place last year, because it's always important to be a good sport.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
He's got some great advice over here, that can live throughout the time.
Yeah. This kid knows how to give advice to others.
Well, you're doing a good job on that, Jack. It was nice meeting you, and it's nice having you on the podcast. I can't thank you enough for coming in. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Very good. Allie, it's good seeing you again, and we can't do enough to shout out the great work that you're doing, and for the folks like Jack and the families, and plan on coming back in and having another student chat as well.
Sure.
As long as Jack will share the mic. Is that correct?
I'll have to check with him. He likes to keep me on my toes, so I'll see.
Okay, Maria, thanks for coming in. Really appreciate that as well. Maria, I think he is Jack's mom, and do everything, and a great support support and mom and dad and all this. And Kamara, really appreciate you joining us. Great questions for Jack and Allie, and we'll look forward to hearing what you have to say on our next guest. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
I'm Drew Schlosberg, and you've been listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg's Spotlight on the Community Show, the nation's longest-running community podcast, now in our 17th year, broadcast from these beautiful Mission Fed studios in Scripps Ranch. And Mission Federal Credit Union continues to shine and do great things in our community for more than 60 years. We hope you enjoyed the show.
You've been listening to an episode of Drew Schlosberg's Spotlight on the Community Show, amplifying the voices of social impact organizations, entrepreneurs, local nonprofits, and other community champions who shape the culture, creativity, and connectivity of San Diego community. Brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, bringing good things to San Diego for over 60 years. Learn more about what is good for you and good for all by visiting www.missionfed.com.
Cloudcast Media.